Guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. How you all doing? It's Wednesday. I am feeling a lot more refreshed than I did on Monday. Still a bit tired, still catching up on sleep, but alright and raring to go with this team again this week. So on Monday I did say I was going to play the team I ran in Prague, the special event over there that I was at over the weekend. So we are going to continue with that today. It's the Scizor, Zapdos, Naganadel, Landorus-T form, Mega Gardevoir and Tapu Fini. So we had a couple of good games on Monday. Hopefully we can continue that today. I just want to give a shout out to all of you guys for all the suggestions that you've had coming in for teams that you want to see played on the channel, and especially for ideas going into next week. So I'm starting to put things together, and we'll have something brand new and hopefully exciting to play and feature on the channel starting on Monday next week. So do keep those suggestions coming in still, guys, because I'm still toying with little tweaks here and there, so there's still room for putting things in. Let's get some music on. Let's go Johto Legend or Kanto Legend. Let's go well old school Kanto Legend. So hopefully we can find an opponent pretty quickly. So just another news, guys, we are going to have the stream tomorrow evening over on the Twitch channel, linked in the description, obviously on the channel banner, the Twitch icon. Click that, I'll take you over to the Twitch channel, 8 PM tomorrow evening, Thursday. So come over, hang out. We are going to do viewer battles tomorrow evening, so it will be a lot of fun. Haven't done them for a while and looking forward to getting into battle with a few of you tomorrow. So do come over, join us, it'll be a lot of fun. Right, we're going to kick off with our first opponent of the day, running another Mega Gardevoir team, so a little bit of a mirror, slightly different, more of a standard, more solid, I would say. Looking, they've got the Celesteela over the Scizor, where they haven't got a Zapdos, they've got an Amoonguss, or an over the Naganadel, but yeah, and the Incineroar there. So they've got the double Intimidate core with the Landorus-T and Incineroar. The Amoonguss there that's going to provide the Rage Powder and Spore support as well for things like a team that aren't on the ground like Landorus and Zapdos that aren't affected by the terrain. Okay, so what are we gonna aim for here? We're gonna need a Tapu Fini. Our Tapu Fini's really good here. And a Naganadell's not bad here, to be honest. Kinda tempted to leave Naganadel Zapdos. We definitely 100% need a Zapdos for that Celesteela, so we need to make sure that we're taking good care of that. Our own Mega Gardevoir here is actually not bad, so we could actually lead. I feel like we want a Landorus and our own Zapdos and leave Scizor at home. Okay, let's go with this. And we are leaving our Tapu Fini at home, so we're kind of hoping that my opponent brings their Tapu Fini. We'll see, we'll see. Because the Amoonguss could be a little bit problematic. Okay, we've got the white screen of death, but no, we are going to get into it. It's just lagging slightly for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, let's get into it. So we'll lead off Naganadel, Gardevoir. As always, guys, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the videos, just drop a like on the video. It's massively helpful. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe so you stay up to date with all of our content that we have coming up on a regular basis. We see my opponent here leading off with the Incineroar and a Gardevoir. We see their Gardevoir is faster than ours, and handy enough, our Gardevoir does trace the Intimidate from that Incineroar, which is super nice. So we do get the Intimidate off, just neutering that slightly. Okay, so we've got to expect there's a fake out coming out from the Incineroar. Now where's it go into? You've got to expect it probably goes into the Naganadel, and I wonder if my opponent wants to try and set up the Trick Room here. It's one thing they could do. I mean, Naganadel is sashed, and I don't really want to I don't want to protect here, because if I protect here, they could set up a Trick Room, and then the next turn I'm forced to switch out. If I don't protect and they fake me out, I lose my sash. So I'm just going to play a little bit safe. I'm going to switch in Landorus, and I'm just going to go for Mega Evolve and a Hyper Voice. We'll put that Incineroar on -2 by getting our Landorus in anyway, so it's not going to be hitting as hard as it would just without it, obviously. And I really feel like the Naganadel is such a threat here. It has to be faked out. It has to be, like, unless my opponent reads through this, knowing that, you know, that's obvious, and then fakes out the God of War, which would be a nice play on their end. But we'll see what they end up doing. The nice thing is here, though, if my opponent does set the Trick Room up, it means our God of War, from all accounts, from what we've seen so far in the match up to now, all the indicators that our God of War is slow, so it would mean that we would get a Hyper Voice off before they would be able to. So there's the fake out into that Naganadel slot like we thought. We are going to go Hyper Voice off, and we're going first, so it indicates that a Trick Room is coming out. There we go. So that's fine and dandy, isn't it? So you've got to expect here maybe that the Incineroar switches out and the potentially Celesteela comes in here. I'm going to U-turn out and I wonder if my opponent goes for a Protect with their God of War. It could do. Or it could just go Hyper Voice. Or I could reverse the Trick Room. And then we get Zapdos in and we're in a really nice position. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to reverse the Trick Room, U-turn out, and get Zapdos in. And that should put us in a nice position. And we're playing this expecting the Celesteela to kind of come in. So there's the Incineroar switch. Celesteela. All we need is this God of War to protect here. God who protects. Get the U-turn. Get the heck out of here. We'll get our Zapdos in. Okay. And we'll reverse this Trick Room. So back to normal. Right, we got two decisions here to make. Now, as my opponent got, they do have the Landorus. I kind of want to, like, I want to Gigavolt Havoc the Celesteela, but the Celesteela, I feel like it will probably switch out. So we could just double into the God of War slot. Could go Gigavolt into the Guardi just to get rid of it and protect our God of War this turn. Let's see what the Celesteela does. Is it going to protect? Yeah, so there's the protect from the Celesteela. We'll be able to remove the God of War from the field now, which is pretty nice. Because a Thunderbolt by itself wouldn't be enough to take down the God of War, I wouldn't have thought. Like, being a Trick Room variant, even though it is a little faster than ours, it's probably just creeping us. You've got to imagine it's probably bulky. It makes more sense to have a bulky God of War, like, rather than like full offense. So that's the Guardi gone. Okay. And what's going to come in? Incineroar? It is the Incineroar. It's going to fake out as Zapdos for sure. But we are running Detect on Zapdos, so we can just Detect Zapdos this turn, keep it in, because it is putting on a lot of pressure on my opponent. And I think I'll switch Guardi out here, and I will just go for switch into Lando, get an Intimidate off onto both targets. Celesteela, you know, it can be mixed, but it's more likely that it has got something like Heavy Slam. So the Intimidate will help, and obviously the Intimidate is going to help a bunch against the Incineroar. And we're putting a lot of pressure onto it as well, because we've got the Earthquake that's not affecting our Zapdos and putting a lot of pressure on that Incineroar. Going into the next turn, we get the Detect off here. Fake out into that Detect and Leech Seed into Zapdos. Yeah, great. Okay, so that works out perfectly. Now we can just go T-Bolt and do we go for an Earthquake? Yeah, why not? The only thing here is if the Landorus-T is in the back and we see the Celesteela switch out to the Landorus. Okay. It's not the Landorus, it's the Amoonguss. And get the T-Bolt off. Okay, that's doing super nice damage. Earthquake. And we'll probably see a Leech Seed come up from the Celesteela here. The Earthquake's doing nice that. Oh wow, okay, so we get pretty lucky there. Get a crit on the Amoonguss, which is pretty big. I'm gonna go Heat Wave, and I'm just gonna go Earthquake again. Although, yeah, I think probably not the best play, because we should have went Earthquake again, protected Zapdos here, because we're gonna probably proc a berry on this Amoonguss if it's holding it, and then the Earthquake's not gonna be enough to take it down. Okay, it's not actually holding a berry, so we get away with that one, but that definitely wasn't the right play to make at all. Like, because like normally you would have the Amoonguss with a berry, it would have procced, would have Earthquake, and then it would have put the Zapdos to sleep. So we get away with that like completely. Not an optimal play at all. Need to wake up a little bit. Okay, so Celesteela are going to get a bit of health back. I think probably what we want to do maybe here is... Should we take the Zapdos out and bring in the Ganadel? I think Celesteela's going to Leech Seed the Landorus for sure. We kind of want to stop this Leech Seed recovery, to be honest. Let's bring in God of War. I mean, we could pull a double switch, to be honest. There's no harm in that. Yeah, let's do that. Like, I could go for a U-turn here, but the thing is, like, Incineroar could... Like, my opponent could predict the Protect on the Zapdos and just double into the Lando here, so... Stopping us switching out. There's a fake out coming out. Yeah, they're going for the double into, yeah, the Lando slot. Okay. I'm going to switch in Lando for Naganadel. Put Celesteela on -2. We should take a heavy slam. And we're going to do decent damage to the Incineroar as well. And if we do lose God of War here, it's not the end of the world, because then it gives us that free switch into Zapdos again. It puts us back in that kind of that nice position to kind of lock things up. So we are going to see the Incineroar reveal Protect and Celesteela as well. Okay. So this turn, I'm just going to go, yeah, Hyper Voice, U-turn on the Incineroar. And then try and get the Zapdos in where the Landorus is. Hopefully this doesn't proc a berry. No, just out of range, and that should put it in range for Hyper Voice now, so we can get Zappy in. Like, ideally, we really want Zapdos and Naganadel on the field against this Celesteela, and then we can just T-Bolt Flamethrower it. There's a Hyper Voice. Incineroar goes down. Celesteela is definitely in T-Bolt range now. Doesn't go for Elite Seed. It is going for Elite Seed though. Okay. You've got to accept the Celesteela to probably protect this next turn. So I will just T-Bolt it. Switch in Naganadel for Guardy. And like I say, that's kind of the board position that we want, so we can just double it and kind of close this game out. So we'll just cover that slot with T-Bolt. And my opponent forfeits. So very good game to my opponent. And like, that was alright. I think that was alright, apart from that one turn where we doubled the Amoonguss. We didn't think about what we were really doing. We should have protected the Zapdos, known that the Celesteela was going to protect Earthquake. That would have put it in enough range for probably the Heat Wave then to take it out. Other than that, I think it was fine. Good battle and solid. Didn't really get to see much of the Naganadel, but we kind of used it as a pressure point for my opponent, and that's a good thing to have. You know, we took all the attention away from our Gardevoir at the very start of the turn. Kind of made a call to say what they were going to do, set the Trick Room up, and played on that Fake Out, which kind of came in, and we kind of stole a lot of momentum from that point. And then the next turn, calling the Trick Room to reverse it, getting a Zapdos in a nice position where the Celesteela was in. So it was alright, it was good. Okay, let's go Johto Legend this game. But very nice game. And hopefully we can get another one in right now. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I feel like my DS is lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's just me or not. I'm that used to now, it's weird. Like, I was talking to Ben Kiriaku, good friend of mine, over the weekend, and he's just got himself a new 2DS, and he was talking about how quick it is loading the game now, and it's the same on like the new 3DS or the 3DS XL, because I'm still using like my capture card on an older DS, and it's so slow. But enough of that. We've got our next opponent playing a team of Kangaskhan, which is probably the Mega here, either that or Mega Latios. Incineroar, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini, Mamoswine, and that Latios, sorry. So yeah, it could be Mega Latios, but maybe not. We've got the double Tapus for terrain control here. So Incineroar with the Fake Out support, Intimidate support, Mamoswine. It's going to be a bit of a problem for stuff like Zapdos and Landorus. I wonder if it's Scarfed. That'd be interesting. Okay, so let's set things up here. I think I'd like to lead Guardy, and do I want to go Naganadel or not? Not too much, to be honest. I think we will need Tapu Fini here, and Zapdos. Yeah, let's leave Scissor and Naganadel at home. Kind of expecting Kangaskhan, Incineroar maybe lead. There's double Fake Out there, but I don't know. Maybe Koko. I'm kind of interested to see, like, it's kind of like, if I had to say it from now, I would say the Mamoswine's probably Scarfed, if I had to guess. But my opponent doesn't have much outside the Latios that's floaty or flying that it can freely Earthquake against. So we can use that to our advantage at some point. We do see Koko can come up for my opponent. Going to get the Intimidate off with Landorus. Trace is going to trace. Scrappy. Okay, so we know it's Scrappy can. I'm gonna haul. My opponent's team isn't too slow. What do we want to do here? Maybe just withdraw the Landorus, because yeah, I'm gonna protect Guardy. I'm gonna withdraw Lando. Yeah, let's go into Finny. Let's get the terrain up in our advantage. We're not going to see the Coco unless it makes a mad read. Go for an electric type attack into that slot. And the next turn we can always switch in our Lando again, get the double Intimidate onto Kang, and then just launch some Hyper Voice, go for an Intimidate, whatever we feel like. It's going to work at the time. We'll see what my opponent goes for. They are going to Mega Evolve the Kangaskhan. And we're just going to protect with Gordy. So there's the Fake Out into that Landorus slot. And Coco. Oh, Calm Mind Coco. Okay. That's pretty cool. And pretty scary at the same time. Like, really scary. At least we've got rid of its terrain. I think we got Trick Room for sure. And bring in Landorus again. This is quite good. I imagine my opponent's probably got the Incineroar in the back to come in like sticky situations. We get the Trick Room up here. The next turn, if they keep the Kang in, they switch it out for the Incineroar, protect Coco, and then they've got the Fake Out. Attack pressure from the Incineroar Coco combo going into the next turn. It might not even be in the back. You never know. There's a Thunderbolt into the Lando. So get that right. Kang going for that return. Double Intimidate helping out massively here, and we do get the Trick Room off. Okay. So, right, what are we gonna do? I think, yeah, we've got to kind of worry a little bit about the Ice Punch from the Kangaskhan, I guess, but I think we switch in Zapdos and we just go for an Earthquake while we've got the chance to. If we can remove the Coco, it's going to be massively helpful, but I really think it probably protects here, and we probably see the Incineroar come in. Yeah. Oh, it's Mamoswine. Alright. Big old Mamo. Coco probably still protects, though. Oh, Coco withdrawing. Okay, so we force the Coco off the field, which is nice, and then that Incineroar does come in and take the field. This isn't the worst at all. So we get free Earthquake off, which is always nice. And we're gathering up a bit of damage. Okay. So I'm gonna protect Zapdos here, and I'm gonna switch Lando out because we're gonna need to preserve this Intimidate and the Lando in particular for that Coco, and I'm just going to switch in Tapu Fini here. Tapu Fini's going to love facing down against both these targets. Let's think about what we want to start doing, because with Tapu Fini you've always got the option to Calm Mind, but I don't think, if we get it in and no one switches, then I don't think we're going to be in a position to want to Calm Mind, because the Coco's still in the back to come in to get the terrain up, and you're going to want to switch Fini out, even if you are +1/+1, because you're still not going to take a big T-Bolt at range. We are going to get the Protect off. Fake Out coming out into that Tapu Fini, and an Ice Shard into the Zapdos. So I think here we'll switch in. Yeah, let's switch in Gardevoir, and let's just Muddy Water with our Fini. Let's see, my opponent probably wants to switch out the Mamoswine, yeah. Okay. Kang coming in. Ooh. I wonder if this Zapdos slot, this Gardevoir is going to eat a Flare Blitz. Might see the Incineroar just go knock off into the Fini, which I kind of prefer. Darkest Lariat. God, he's not going to enjoy taking this. But we do take it. Okay. Ah, Muddy Water. Bean Muddy Water missing. The one slot we wanted it to hit. Never mind. Okay. I'm going to switch Guardia out for Lando because we've got a pretty free switch in there. Do we just go Muddy Water again? Yeah, just Muddy Water. I mean, Finny might get faked out, but if my opponent kind of guesses wrong, wants to get rid of the Guardian, just fakes out that slot, then we get a free Muddy Water off, which is always going to be good. There's just no fake out coming out. Darkest Lariat coming out into the Landor, I guess. Yeah. We'll take that as a Muddy Water. Incineroar again! Really need to stop using Muddy Water. Such a terrible move. And there's a return from Kang into Finny. Okay. And the dimensions turn back to normal. What have we got in the back again? So we've got the Coco. I mean, it could switch in Zapdos for Finny and just Earthquake. It's not a bad option. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And if the Incineroar stays in, we will get rid of it. There's no Intimidate to come in from the back. The only thing is an Ice Punch from the Kang. So we see Protect coming out from the Incineroar. We are faster than the Kangaskhan, which is interesting. So it means Zapdos will get the jump on it this next turn as well. A nice bit of damage onto the Kang. There's the Ice Punch, okay. We do lose Landor, which isn't brilliant, but... Do we bring in Finny? Yeah, let's bring in Finny. It's going to make dealing with that Coco very difficult now. Thing is, if those Muddy Waters had hit, we wouldn't be in this situation with Incineroar, but we can't really use that as an excuse. Okay, let's just T-Bolt the Kang. Don't need to waste the Z move just yet. And we'll just Muddy Water the Incineroar. We might see the Coco make an appearance now. Here. Is it going to be... yeah, Coco. Okay. Does alright damage, to be honest. Muddy Water coming out. Does hit both targets, finally. It's not quite enough to pick up the KO on the Incineroar. Get the accuracy drop on the Coco, which is decent. And we proc a berry on that Incineroar. I wanted to attack into the Finny to proc our berry. But it's not going to. It's going to go into the Zapdos. Do decent-ish damage. I wonder if the Coco goes for a Calm Mind here or not. Probably not. Probably wants to go for... the Finny. Because the Finny is the one thing that's kind of really threatening his Incineroar at the moment. Let's go Heat Wave with Zapdos. That should take down the Coco, chip the Incineroar. Okay, so Incineroar's going to switch out. Mamoswine coming in. Okay. Probably a thick fat variant, so it's going to be able to take the Heat Wave. Okay, Z move. Ooh, Fairy MZ. That's interesting. It's not a one that you normally see too often these days. I wonder where it's into. It's got to be into the Finny with switching in the Mamoswine, right? No, it's into the Zapdos. Oh, okay, nice read from my opponent. We do lose Zapdos here, which is super unfortunate. Yeah, and that's game now, because the Koko just takes down the Finny. This Icicle Shot from the Mamoswine that's going to take down the Guardy. So there's not really much we can do. I think the biggest problem there was the losing the Landorus when we did. Getting a little bit too complacent, really. That was... I mean, the only thing we can hope for here is that my opponent goes for a Calm Mind with the Koko for whatever reason, and the ice shots into the God of War, and we get a Muddy Water off, and it somehow takes down the Mamoswine, kills the Koko. Koko has had an accuracy drop as well, so there's always a chance it could miss its attack. So there's the ice shot. Thunderbolt. Okay, and we hit both targets. So there is a little light at the end of this tunnel, although we don't take down the Mamoswine. But the Incineroar is going to come in now. Got to think it would be the Incineroar. Leave Kang for last. Oh, okay, it's a Kang. And we need a double protect with Gardevoir. Huh. Yeah, because they're going to... Like, Kang will fake out the Finny here. The only thing is, I wonder if... We get it. Okay. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking here is, will Finny take the first double edge? I don't know if we will from the Kang. If we can, Poké Berry, and we're, like, game on, really. Okay, times when you really wish you had Ally Switch. That Mamoswine has to go for an Ice Shard. Let's go, Hyper Voice, Muddy Water. Nah, the double edge is going to take... Like, Finny is bulky, but at the same time... Let's see. Do we take it? Come on, Finny. Take this. Nah. The comeback was almost on, but never mind. That was a good game. Well played by my opponent. And like I say, I think what the problem with where we went completely wrong was just getting really complacent with our Landorus. You know, we even said earlier in the game, it's going to make our jobs a lot easier dealing with that Koko. And we just put it in a position where the Ice Punch was possible. And it turned out that's what my opponent had. So unfortunately, we did kind of go down at that point. Bit unfortunate, but you know, we just got to kind of just make sure you're not kind of taking your eye off the ball at any point during a match, and that's the big thing. It's a little bit frustrating, but the thing is, you just got to kind of learn from that and make sure you don't do it again. So we'll see what we can do on Friday. We're going to finish the week off with this team. It's been a lot of fun so far. I hope you've been enjoying it. Do let me know your thoughts about the team and the games that we've played so far. We'll be, as I said earlier, doing the stream tomorrow evening, 8 PM over on the Twitch channel, so I hope you can join us for that. It is going to be viewer battles. It'll be a lot of fun. And then we'll round off the week on Friday with this team preparation for a brand new team on Monday, which will be a lot of fun, and it's all based around suggestions from you guys, so do keep your suggestions coming in, and thank you to everyone that has already suggested. You are all amazing. That is meant to be a heart, but I'm obviously not very good at doing heart finger things. Anyway guys, thank you so much. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you all tomorrow night for the stream if you come over. If not, I will see you all on Friday for another episode of School of Hard Knocks. Take it easy guys, take care, and until then, bye bye!